Hey y'all, welcome back to the Faithful Farmer Mama. It is summertime in full swing here on the farm, and with summertime comes harvest time. So harvest time is such a busy time of year here on the farm, and it's something that happens throughout the summer, but it's such a good time of year. And although it makes life really crazy, it also makes life very sweet. So today, I'm going to actually show you a few things that we've been harvesting here on the farm so that you can see things that happen on a daily basis that it's really hard for me to be able to video everything and share it all with you. One of the things I've been harvesting are these amazing and absolutely beautiful sunflowers. Y'all, if you remember, I planted these probably in, I want to say like April maybe, and they were supposed to be about 3 to 4 foot high. Guys, this sunflower right here has got to be at least 7 or 8 feet in the sky, but they are from my cut flower garden, which is so amazing because I can cut these and put these into my house, and they're just so beautiful. There is nothing sweeter than being able to put fresh flowers in my house from my garden. And these flowers are just thriving, absolutely thriving. It may be the only flowers that are thriving, but they are just so beautiful. They look really cute in a vase, and I absolutely love them throughout the house. These are my zinnias, and I've been harvesting these for a couple of weeks now. They hold up really, really well in a little vase. I do put a little bit of sugar in my water to help them thrive a little more while they are inside. Flowers need glucose in order to maintain their color and continue to stay healthy and continue to stay fresh looking. So I do add a little bit of sugar into their water so that they get the glucose they need, and then they are still able to thrive on the inside of my home as well. Something else we've been harvesting a lot of are jalapeno peppers. I have tons of them, and they are still growing, which is so awesome because y'all know I've had a hard time with peppers this year. This here is a serrano pepper. Here's a serrano that I haven't picked. I bet that sucker is hot. I've been harvesting marigold seeds for later in the year next year. When marigolds die off and they have these little brown tuft-like things at the bottom, they just kind of hang off. I just pop these off, and then I take the seeds out from the inside. You would just pull this outer cover off, and I take the flower off the tip. But on the inside, they actually have their seeds. There they are. So that next year I won't have to buy marigold seeds, and I can just plant these in the ground and they will reproduce more. Squash and zucchini are a huge harvest time frame right now. I have had so much squash and so much zucchini. My squash is almost to the point where I'm getting ready to clear out all of this because it is starting to die off, but they continue to produce. I'm still amazed at just how beautiful the squash and zucchini have grown in this cut flower garden this year. Just absolutely beautiful. One of the other things that we have been harvesting a lot of are tomatoes. So I've been infested with this little black bug, and I cannot figure out what it was. I've been putting DE or diatomaceous earth on top of it, trying to stay on top of these black bugs. I don't know what they are. But my tomato plants are really starting to look rough, if I may say. They almost look like they have no leaves, but it's also like 1,000 degrees outside. So they are really struggling this year, but they continue to produce for me. This little one here, he produces the most amazing large size cherry tomatoes ever. And I do not know what they are. I, for some reason, did not plant the tag. I usually place the tag wherever I planted tomatoes, so I know what they are. Didn't do that with these. They are so good. Covered in DE, but absolutely beautiful. And in this plant, I also have a bunch of others that are still growing, getting ripe. The DE, I will definitely wash it off once it's in the house, just to let you know that. I do have my yellow pear tomatoes, which continue. These here continue to grow and just produce unreal amounts of tomatoes. Y'all, I have made salsa out of these, and I've also made just diced tomatoes. They are so sweet and so delicious. And my Romas. Guys, if you look back at the spring video, I was really not thinking I'd have any Roma tomatoes this year. And although they really are struggling because of the heat and because of these weird black bugs that I have some beautiful Roma tomatoes. Here's one of those black bugs. If you know what they are, could you just like give me a little bit of a hint? I cannot focus on this guy. Oh, here's one right here. Here's a guy right here. I am not really sure what he is. They just keep populating and populating and populating. I just throw them away. Ugh. So anyway, I have lots of Romas, which will make amazing tomato sauce. So if you know what those little black bugs are, please give me a shout out. I really just have no stinking clue. I need them to go away. But I do have a lot of tomatoes still growing, and I'm so excited because I actually get to can them and make wonderful tomato sauce. And like I said, if you didn't catch our blog, you can actually click on to the link below in the description, and there is an amazing tomato sauce recipe there for you. Please do check it out and make some of your own tomato sauce without preservatives from tomatoes, either from your garden or from the farmer's market. One of the many other items that we've been harvesting a ton of here in the garden would be fresh mint. This is our mint. This is where it started. It was in a little tiny pot. And what I have found is mint loves to travel. This mint started as just a few little tiny sprigs that I had planted when we brought them here from North Carolina to Oklahoma in our travels. Our mint has definitely spread. It has gone from this little tiny section right here all the way over to here. It's also gone that way, and it's populated a little bit over here in the corner and also into this basket. I love that it's kind of spread though, because that means that I have an abundance of mint. Now once this mint right here went into the basket, I decided to cut some of those pieces that were rooting underneath and actually go plant it in our strawberry planter that we built back in, say, February or March. This year has been very busy, so I can't remember exactly when, but I'll tag that video down below for you so that you can see it. We were having a problem with things eating our strawberries. Of course, it was a mini donkey, but mice love to tear up strawberry plants. So what we've done is we've taken some of this mint here and put it into our planter over there because mice do not like mint. So here is our strawberry planter. And if you've noticed, there are two equines in the background. And that little white guy right there, he loves to munch on my strawberries. So I was trying hard to plant things in here that I know that he would not eat. I planted some cantaloupe and I planted a watermelon vine. Haven't gotten any watermelon, but y'all, this will be number 7 cantaloupe that we've gotten off of this amazing little plant here. The cool thing is that I did plant mint, and my mint is thriving in here. Absolutely thriving. It's everywhere. But I've planted it in a couple places, and honestly, I don't care if this whole strawberry planter becomes an herb planter, because then I'll be able to come out of my kitchen window and actually grab these. So let me just real quick share with you. I've planted some dill in here. It actually was really starting to die off in my other garden bed, so I did plant it in here. But I planted mint here as well. I have some chamomile, which the horse keeps eating all my tops off of. If you notice, I have strawberry plants still growing, and I really feel that it's because of the mint that my equines are not bothering it anymore. But here's my other mint patch, and I wanted to come out here really quick and kind of show you what mint does when you plant it. So mint will grow up from the stalk. You will have pieces that will shoot up, let me see if I can focus here, off of the main root and actually shoot up into the sky. But you do have some that will grow in the ground underneath and pop up. Here's a great example. They will pop up wherever they feel like it. So the main root here is right here, and then these are starting to shoot out. And if I pull this little piece up right here, you can actually see the roots trying to take place here in the garden. So if you've noticed back here, they are just popping out of the ground, and that is because they have shoots, and those shoots have planted roots in there, and now they are just growing. This piece here, this is what's funny about this one. I planted this one. This root here, I'm not even really sure what plant this came from. It has shot down through everything, and it's coming out from underneath the tier above. So if you're new to harvesting mint of your own, I just kind of wanted to show you a little bit about how I do it. I will actually go in, these little teeny sprigs like this that have all these little leaves on them, I will usually just leave them alone. I'll try to train them to kind of go back up into the garden. But these tall sprigs like this, these are the ones that I actually use when I'm trying to harvest. So I will pull them up as much as I can find them, and right here you could see that there are little leaves. Let me see if I can get it down there for you. There are little leaves here and then big leaves. And when I trim, I will cut, whoops, let me see if I can get this working here. When I trim, I will cut right about this spot right here above these leaves, right here. So here's a great shot. You can see that there's a stick here, so the leaves were right here on this end, and I snipped right above them. So here's another one. Let's see, I'll take this one so that you can see it a little better. This right here, and I will snip right above where these leaves are. So here's this one here, and I will actually just go in and snip right above these little leaves. So right here, and then this will actually be hung to dry along with this other one. I will tie them and actually hang them. The best part about having to harvest all of this mint all the time in the summer is that I'm able to actually collect this and preserve it for the winter time. I just need a little bit of string, just regular string. I got it like Hobby Lobby or Michael's, a pair of scissors, and then some mint sprigs. I will just gather them here at the top where I cut them, allowing them to hang down. So I have the little sticks actually at the end that I cut in my hand. I will hold them all together. And then I will take a piece of string anywhere between 5 and 6 inches long. And then I'm going to wrap it around the top of the mint sprigs, close to where I snipped them from the actual plant. Now, I knot mine very tight so that it holds all of them, because they will shrink a little bit during drying. I will then put a second knot, this is the harder knot, up around the top, leaving like a little loop that I can actually hang on a nail or a tack. Here it is right here. Once I do all 3 of these, I will take them into the laundry room and I will hang them. Well, I say 3, but I actually got 4. Then into the laundry room I go. I hang these on the cubby hooks that I actually put up here for my purse and for coats, and I hang them here. It's a great room to dry because the air is very still and it is very sort of dark in here. This is my coriander. Do you remember when I harvested all the cilantro? Some of my cilantro had gone to seed and these little balls were at the end. Well, these little balls are actually coriander and I will use those in my winter cooking. Once the mint is dried, about 2 or 3 weeks, I will take it into the kitchen and pull all the leaves off and put them in this jar. And then I use my little tea grabbers here. This is pretty hard to do with one hand. I normally have 2. I will push all these leaves in this container like this, put it in my cup, pour hot water over top, and have a delicious cup of mint tea. There are so many uses for mint, guys. If you haven't gone over to my website and actually gotten your free ebook about mint, you might want to head over there now. The link is down below in the description. Well, y'all, that's all for today. Harvest time is such a busy time for us here on the farm, and I can't even tell you how amazing it is to be able to pull out food and herbs and fruits in the winter time that we grew in the summer. The flavors are exactly as they are right now, but yet they're preserved so that we can enjoy them for many, many months to come. I hope that y'all might try to garden and do something for your own home, whether it be on the back porch of your apartment building or the ground around your house, if it's in a subdivision, just anything. Excuse my guineas, they're making their voices known. I hope that this would encourage you to try and plant something even in your own home. You know, you can grow mint and you can grow herbs in your own kitchen, and it's super and easy and makes food so much better. So thanks for being here today, guys, and I hope that you have a great day. See you next time. Bye.